What's going on, people? Welcome back to Nesta TV, and today we're going to talk about this 25 mil deal that could be going on with Joe Willock going to Newcastle, and whether it's a good or bad deal. You know, is this a good or bad move Arsenal is making? And you know, I'm gonna give my opinion on it, and guys, I want you to let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. And you know, this haven't been reported by Fabrizio Romano yet, you know, the big guy when it comes to transfers and all of that. So you know, I'm taking this with a pinch of salt, you know what I mean? And we're gonna see what happens. But should Arsenal make this move, selling Joe Willock to Newcastle for 25 mil? And to be honest, I'm 50-50 on this. 50-50 with why it's a good idea, and kind of like why it's a bad idea also. Because you send Joe Willock on loan to Newcastle, he break Alan Shearer's record of scoring 7 straight games back to back, and he come back from loan and you don't have a plan for him. That means I don't feel like you ever had a plan for him, you know. And the Unai Emery, he was the main guy for Unai Emery, you know. What Joe Willock bring is good, you know. He bring energy. He might not be the best you know, in terms of helping the team click, but he bring a lot of energy and all of that stuff, you know. I don't know if you guys remember the game against Newcastle when Unai Emery was managing, and Joe Willock was going on crazy, you know. He was getting back, he's tackling, winning the ball back, you know, and that's what he bring. And in terms of his position, what position does he play? I think he's more of a box-to-box midfielder, because you see that Newcastle, he's not a cam, he's not an attacking midfielder, he's not that creative player, but he's that player that gives you energy defensively and offensively. And my reason for why it's not really a good deal to sell him for that amount, because when you think about it, look at the players that Arsenal are keeping. We're keeping Granit Xhaka, you know, and not saying Joe Willock is not of the level of Granit Xhaka, but you know, if you're a good manager, you're supposed to be able to put Joe Willock in a good environment to get the best out of him. You know, you're supposed to bring him back from loan and say, hey, listen, this is the role I want you to play for Arsenal. Our main box-to-box midfielder right now is Partey, and if Partey get injured, we don't have another box-to-box midfielder, and that's what I feel like Arteta should have trained Joe Willock to play. You know, he's young, he's 21 years old, so you can get into his head and say, hey, I want you to play this position, this is how I want you to play. You have to adapt your game a bit, you know, you have to change your game up a little bit. That's fine, you know, I'm sure he would do it because he wants to play for Arsenal, the club that he's been since he was 6 years old or whatever, you know. So when you think about it, it's can we use him in that way, you know? Can we say, okay then, Joe Willock, go play box-to-box midfield. If Partey get injured, that's our backup midfield. If you want to sub Partey, we can go to Joe Willock. Not saying that's a level up, but at least we know that's one of our youth players, you know, somebody that we want to get the best out of, you know. Can we build on that farm that he had since he was at Newcastle, you know? You bring him back, you're supposed to build on it, help him to be better, but no, you're looking to sell him, and I don't feel like that make any sense, you know. Like, look, we have El Neni, we're keeping El Neni that worth about 7 mil, and Xhaka that we could barely get 20 mil for, and we want to keep these guys and let go of a good prospect in Joe Willock. That don't make no sense to me. So that's the kind of why I would say no, don't let him go. He went out on loan, he did his thing, he come back, find a way to use him in the team. That's just my opinion. And my reason for saying yes, well, I feel like, you know, it could be a good deal, because was Joe Willock, was he worth 20 mil, 25 mil before he went on loan? No, he wasn't. Before that, we would have probably get about a good 10 mil for him if we're lucky. So now you can say, okay then, that's something like what Chelsea do. Send players on loan, come back, we sell them for a high amount of money. That's what Chelsea do. Maybe that's a good deal, and okay, he went on loan, he come back, he's worth more, we gonna make some money off of him. And that's why I would say yes, because in the recent years, we haven't really been making good money off of our players. But it's just sad to see that somebody like Willock, that could be be of great potential in years to come for Arsenal, we're looking to sell him for 25 mil. You know, will he be worth that after going back to Newcastle? Probably not. We don't know yet. But why didn't we take the chance? Why don't the manager believe in him to keep him and build on him, you know? So it kind of makes sense that, oh, you know, we are selling one of our youth prospects for 25 mil, we get some money back, we made a profit from a youth academy player. You know, that's why it can make kind of some sense here. But for me, I would have kept him, you know, keep him, have him a backup to Partey. You know, we can rest Partey, give Partey a break and help him elevate his game. That's what your job is as a manager, Arteta. this is what the great Arteta, they said that was at Manchester City, that was helping Sterling, you know, Mahrez, he was helping these guys, being Pep's assistant. And why you're not doing these things for Arsenal, helping our develop our players individually, you know? So I don't see the sense in it. But, and I guess in one hand you can say, wow, we make 25 mil, you know, we put that 25 mil towards Maddison, and all of a sudden Maddison is worth 45 mil now, because 45 mil plus a 25 mil for Joe Willock, that's what, 70, you know, we get 70 mil right there. So it kind of makes sense. But then again, it's like, yo, he went on loan, he did his thing. What's the point of going on loan? You know, he did his thing. We could have found a way to use him. Why we, I'm sure 90% of Arsenal fans would rather see Joe Willock in the midfield than to have El Neni. Some of us would rather see Joe Willock instead of Xhaka, you know, but it's just my opinion. I kind of feel like I'm more leaning towards it's a bad move, because I feel like Arteta could have found a way to incorporate him into the team. So that's just how I feel. But people, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Should we have kept Joe Willock, or should we keep him, or should we sell him? You know, how do you feel about that 25 mil move to Newcastle, guys? Please let me know in the comments. Once again, thanks for watching. It's your boy Nesta, and I'll see you guys soon.